is a place where students are encouraged to worship freely and intimately with God. It's been a blessing for me to be a part of it, going through each different stage. I started out in the congregation, and then I moved to a band member, and now I'm worship leader. And it's just great to see all the different outlets that Wesley offers for the students to express themselves through worship. We have different creative responses that students can do and kind of get a feel for how they can best get more involved into their worship time. And it's been great for me to just being able to express myself and see which ways I can best worship as well.
Leadership is a way for students who are at Wesley to be able to use their passion and their love for people in a good way, and that they're able to be more involved with Wesley. We're servants for the students of Wesley and of all of UCF. So I think that's the coolest thing about Wesley, is that they use our talents to do the best we can, be the best we can be. So yes, leadership is awesome.
Being a part of the Wesley Outreach team has been a really cool experience for me. You know, it's the way that I first was introduced to Wesley, so it's awesome that I get to be a part of that in other students' lives. We get to go on campus and pass out water bottles and free coffee and lollipops, and we get to talk to them about Wesley and, you know, just talk about what we're about. And it's cool, you know, to see from where I was, being one of those students on campus, to now being a part of that team who actually gets to help the students. It's just an awesome experience, and it's a great way that we get to build our community.
Wesley is a place for students to grow as leaders and to get opportunities to explore different ideas that they might have, whether it be those students who actively seek out these opportunities or those who kind of just have an idea and don't really think anything of it. But if staff sees that a student has a certain gift or a certain idea, they're going to give them the opportunity to carry it out, whether it be in the immediate future or maybe later on when the time arises. And this is been seen many times through Wesley, especially in my time here. I had the idea of, I want to write a sermon just for myself, and I sent it to Erwin, and that gave the opportunity where he said, hey, do you want to preach this at fall retreat? And I was like, sure, why not? I didn't even know I could. And from there, I've got to preach 2 more times this past semester, so it's a great place for opportunity, even if you're not looking for it.
Coming into Wesley as an athlete was such a freeing experience, just to be a part of a community that was so open to other parts of my life. And they were really able to look past my identity as an athlete and really wanted to get to know me as a person. Because Wesley is so accepting, they don't hold labels on people, and they really get to know people wholeheartedly. At Wesley, there are many different opportunities for students to discover different parts of their talents and identities. We have 2 student-led groups, improv and intramural sports, and they're just some of the ways that everyone can be involved. Even if you've never been a part of something like that, regardless of your talent or skill, it's just all about us being together.
When I think of why Wesley, the first thing I think of is community. I think that's why so many people have stayed in Wesley and have gotten so connected in Wesley, was because of the genuine community and people that you find here. I think that we offer so many opportunities to form community with other followers of Christ, but also it's like more than that. It's just, you find such a genuine connection with so many people that you wouldn't have even thought that you would have things in common with, but you find out you're actually like the same person. It's weird, but it's also really, really cool at the same time. Both in some of the darkest places in my life, but also some of the brightest, I've found support and love and nothing but encouragement from the community at Wesley. And I think whenever I think of why Wesley, I automatically just go to community.